everybody. I am going to be talking about my why. Everybody's why is why they joined their MLM, why they are doing what they were doing, okay? So, originally, I had a lot of health issues, probably for about 5 years, and I had just been to a naturopath, and she suggested that I really work on what I'm putting inside my body and on my skin because that gets your skin is your biggest organ. It gets absorbed into your system, and that can really cause a lot of issues, right? So she said try to be as organic as possible, as clean as possible. So I had gone home to try and find products that I could replace for my skincare and my cosmetics. Now at the time, and always really, I've been a very simple gal with makeup. I always use CoverGirl, maybe like a foundation, a mascara, eyebrows, and some blush. Well, um, I've always been a huge advocate for skincare. I have acne prone skin, very oily skin, and I don't like for my impression to be that Kristen has oily skin. That's like a huge fear of mine, whether it's realistic or not. I've always just been very particular to care for my skin. So I knew I needed to replace some of my products because I had done some research on what I was using, and I had gone to the EWG website. It's the Environmental Working Group website. That's a great website to go and see what your products have inside of them and if they are harming you. It's just a really good educational site. It's non-biased, right? So I had done that and I was like, yikes, these products are not safe. I don't need to be using them, and I definitely don't want to use them on my kiddos, right? So I had started doing research and I took a break from that and I went to Facebook, and a new friend of mine who I had met through Facebook or through Bible study, she had just posted a cute picture of herself posing and then hashtag vegan. And I messaged her because I was like, vegan, like that must be really good. Vegan is clean. And what are you using? What is vegan? What are you doing? And she said, it's called Farmasi. And I was like, oh, that sounds like, I don't know, kind of weird. And she goes, it's this new company to the United States. They just came here. And at the time, this was in November, and they had just arrived into the United States in February of that year. And so that was 2019. And she goes, they're great. I love the skincare. I love the cosmetics, and they're super affordable and they're clean. And I was like, super affordable and clean. Well, that sounds crazy because I was just looking at foundations and they're $50. So maybe your idea of affordable is different than mine. She goes, no, these products are so affordable. The most expensive foundation is $24.90. I was like, that's expensive because I'm so cheap. And she goes, no, it's not. And she has always been like a cosmetic guru. She goes, that is really affordable, especially for a clean product. I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. And she said, but here's the thing, you can get 50% off. I was like, okay, oh great. Well, she's going to try to sell me something. She goes, if you join, you pay $19.99 and you do not have to sell anything, and you get 50% off. So it's $12.45 for your foundation, for a clean foundation. And I was like, oh wow, really? What else do they have? And they have, at the time they didn't have cleaning, but they have skincare. And I was just like, okay, this sounds pretty interesting. So I got a lot more information from her, and then I started talking to my husband about it because he is not a very impulsive person. He's very thought out. I am the opposite of that. So I was talking to him about it, and I was like, listen, like $19.99, I was just researching all this other stuff, and it's so expensive. It's like $50 a bottle for like pretty much everything. And I was like, some stuff you have to refrigerate. And he was like, I mean, okay. I was like, I really want to, like, if I'm going to pay this naturopath a lot of money, I better be doing what she's asking me to do, right? So I thought about it for that day. And the next day I messaged Sarah and I was like, okay, I'm in. Like, go ahead. I'm not going to sell it though. And so she sent me some information about the company, and she had actually just joined like 2 or 3 days prior to that, right? And she hooked us up with Ashley, who was her upline, and we were just chatting. We all hit it off really well. And I was like listening to more and more about what the company offered as far as compensation and bonuses. And I was like, this is crazy because you guys, 50% commissions. I was like, I mean, I've never done a direct sales company, but that sounds pretty good. If I sell $10, I get 5. That's really good. So I thought, well, I guess, you know what? I'm a sharer naturally. I talk to people about things that are good. I'll just start sharing these products. And I did right away. And my very first month, I made over $100, which to me, that's a lot of extra money. My husband pays our bills with his wonderful job that he has. We do not need more money in that respect, but I haven't been working for 6 years, and it was like, wow, I could contribute a little bit. What could I do with this? So I decided to make a goal of putting new house, or not new housing, but new siding on my house, new windows. And you guys, that's like really expensive, like $40,000 expensive. So that's a pretty ambitious goal. And just the idea of being able to, like, if I want to buy a coffee, I don't have to use our debit card or credit card and think, oh, probably shouldn't have done that, but it's fine. I can just use my business account that I earned from and not feel guilty about it because it's technically extra income, right? So that was my goal. My why was kind of selfish also, because when I started doing this, it gave me purpose that was outside of my family, being a mom and being a wife. I adore my family and I get to stay home with them. I get to. Like, that is a huge blessing, and I do not take that for granted, but it's hard some days. I am very driven, and not having a goal to meet and something I can cross off my list that, hey, I did this and I get a paycheck, or I did this and I get accolades, or whatever. Like, your kids aren't, they're not like, oh, Mom, thank you for doing our laundry so much. Like, you just don't get that, right? So it doesn't feel as satisfying as if you're at a job and you're getting a pay raise, or your boss is saying, hey, great job today. So I had something that provided me fulfillment outside of my family, and it just felt good, and I didn't know that it was missing. I felt something wasn't I guess I felt something was missing, and I didn't know what it was. And I am very I live a faith-based life, and I just kept praying, God, I don't know what it is, but just send me something. I had been praying for quite a few months, and he gave me this as a gift to myself, to my family. I feel like my anxiety was less because I wasn't just focusing on the kids and the house and obsessing over it being clean, because I have a touch of OCD, and you can't live in a house with kids and a husband and it looked like a museum, and I was trying to do that. So it gave me something else to be busy with, but with purpose. And that's my why, guys. Pretty much me, my family, and having something bigger than not just being a housewife and a mom, because that is enough, but something outside myself that I can contribute and feel proud of. So that's my why. And I am just really blessed with this company. If you guys think that you have goals, maybe like I did, or like siding the house, that's a huge goal. $40,000. That's money that is not going to have to come out of a budget that we have to make. We could maybe buy a vehicle with that, or go on an extra vacation, or have it in savings, because nothing is guaranteed right now, guys. I think we're all living in this world of I don't know what's going to happen. And so the more prepared you can be, the better. And the more income you can have to fall back on in case you lose your job, the better, right? So some of us may think, you know what, we need a little extra money because sports are expensive. Or maybe when we want to go on a date night once or twice a month. Or kids need braces, and those are not cheap. You know what? The sky's the limit, and you can make $100 extra a month, $500 extra a month, $1,000. You guys, I thought that was like a crazy thought. Like, I thought $300 a month after a couple of years would be amazing. Small potatoes, my friend. You guys, if you are interested in growing individually and prospering from this, let me know. I would love to chat with you.